What is up, everybody? It's your boy Built for Anything. And if you are watching my video for the first time, I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about me. I promote veganism. I am from New York, living here in Dallas. I'm into filmmaking, photography, podcasting, just basically content creation. And I hope that the videos that I make is able to basically inspire you guys out there to do something, something productive with yourselves, all right? Now, I'm probably more known for my videos surrounding relocating from New York to Dallas. It is some of my more popular videos. And so you may be watching this video expecting me to kind of go over some of those things again or certain topics. This isn't that video. Okay, one of the things that I'm really passionate about is filmmaking and just basically content creation in general. And I'm sharing this video, I'm making this video, I should say, really for you guys out there who maybe there is some sort of task or some sort of personal goal that you may have that you're not sure if it's worth really going after, right? Or maybe you started something and you just didn't finish it, right? Or better yet, maybe you have an idea in your mind and you haven't even really pursued that type of goal, right? Because just recently I just dropped a short film called V Eats Table. Now, I remember my inspiration for this short film came from the documentary that is on Netflix called Chef's Table. Once I saw that and I saw how the cinematography and how they decided to just document the lives of the owners and the chefs, it really intrigued me because I noticed that none of the actual chefs or restaurants are vegan. Like, they just not at all. And I get it, it's not a huge population of people that are vegan, but I saw it as an opportunity to create something similar with a vegan restaurant that is very popular out here in Dallas. So why did I choose V Eats? Now, if you've been following my channel, you know something about me. I may have said this in conversations or YouTube live streams or whatever. When I first got here to Dallas, to live, I should say, because I came to visit before actually relocating here. But on the day that I actually packed my bags and actually came here, the very first restaurant that I visited for food was V Eats. And I was really taken back by just the menu, the ambiance, because coming from New York, I started to have a certain level of restaurants that I knew I could go to, but it was still pretty hard to find places there. So I kind of figured once I got to Dallas that it would be 10 times as hard to actually find vegan restaurants that's worth going to, right? And so when I found V Eats and, I was eating there and just everybody was so nice and so welcoming. It was a good vibe. I think somebody was having a party that day for their birthday. And so it was pretty live in there. And, it made me feel at ease. Like, okay, there's definitely going to be some restaurants out here that maybe I could, explore. Now, fast forward to now, coming up with this idea, I wanted to make sure that the restaurant that I do this with, the owner has to also be, a chef, right? Because a lot of times you have restaurants where the owners is not, they're just on the business side. They don't cook the food. They're not really connected with the food or the culture. They're just there for money reasons, just to get it up and going. And so it wasn't the case with V Eats. I pitched the idea to him. It also worked for him in terms of his marketing as well, the owner that is. And of course, I couldn't have done this by myself. I assembled a team of close friends and packed up all my gear and went out there and started shooting. It took approximately 2 days to gather up the footage. One day was the interview. The other day was the B-roll. And again, I couldn't have done it by myself. And so I was very, very proud to be able to present it to you guys. It was completely edited by me. And I went through over 200 clips of footage. Even though it's 10 minutes, guys, it took a lot of work just to even get it down to that. And I still feel like I could have gotten more footage you know, that would have tied in well into the story. And so it just encourages me to know that my next project is gonna be better than this project. So why am I sharing this with you, right? Other than to tell you, hopefully, if you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. Link is gonna be somewhere in the description, or, you know, it's gonna pop up somewhere. Is I want you guys to understand that you may have ideas, you may have a goal in mind, right? And you're not sure if you're good enough, you're not sure if it's possible. I want you to know that the moment you actually start is the moment that you are a step closer to actually completing that goal than you were the day before or the day before that. Because this particular thing was something I actually thought about doing a few months ago. And I actually remembered telling certain people about it. But I finally, after somebody kept asking me like, hey man, are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do this? And I just buckled down and said, you know what? Let me go do it. And so I want you guys to understand, here's some of the things that I do, or one of the things that I do, and hopefully you could do it as well, is whatever goal you have in mind, I want you to tell somebody. I want you to tell somebody close to you, somebody that you feel cares about, you know, your well-being to some degree, right? Don't tell it to no haters. Well, I mean, you could tell it to the haters, but I'm just saying, tell it to the people that you're really cool with. And watch and see if they're gonna hold you accountable to your words. Because one of the things is that a lot of times people tend to keep inside the things that they wanna really do, because they feel like maybe if I don't tell nobody, then if I don't do it, then it's whatever. I just let myself down. But honestly, if you let somebody know and they really care about you and they bring it up every now and then, that should motivate you to get it done, because your word should mean something to the people around you, and it should mean something to yourself, right? So that's one of the things that I do, is that I make sure to tell somebody something that I plan that I really want to do. And I know that in my heart, if it's 3 months later, 6 months later, a year later, and I haven't done it, I don't want to be caught up in a conversation where that person tells me, hey man, you ain't do the last thing you said you was gonna do. And so I'm just saying, for me, it holds me accountable, and this was one of those things that I wanted to check off, and I actually did. So if you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. Hopefully this video helps you guys, motivate you guys to, you know, put out some good content, or whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's YouTubing, photography, videography, whatever the case may be. Just start, all right? Just start, and as long as you start, you're one step closer than you were a couple days ago. All right, so peace and love, y'all. Definitely got more podcasts on the way, so definitely stay tuned. And also I got some other short film ideas that I'm gonna be putting out periodically. So, you know, hopefully you guys enjoy that. It's your boy Bo for Anything. Peace and love. I will catch y'all on the next video. Peace.